Okay, welcome back, everybody. Wow, this is a really difficult pack one pick one. A lot of good cards in here. I'm kind of leaning towards this Exclusion Mage or maybe a Sky Scanner. I mean, Gravedigger's good. Arcane Encyclopedia is colorless, so it's very likely to go into almost any deck. But man, I mean, this Exclusion Mage, I think it's just an excellent all-around card. Let's preserve it. I think maybe the correct pick is just Sky Scanner in this pack. I'm not sure, but let's go with an Exclusion Mage. Okay, so now I think, well, I think this is an easier pick. It's still not an easy pick, but I think it's between a Gargoyle Sentinel and a Druid of the Cowl. I think Druid is strong enough where I take it here. I mean, Reclamation Sage is good, but it's more of a sideboard card against enchantments, whereas Druid wants to go into every deck. And again, I don't mind blue-green because this is a card combo that likes to draw cards. I think I'll take a Sky Scanner now. I think the pick for me, the pick here is either between Rocks Oracle or Sky Scanner. Declare Dominance. Again, we don't know for green. I'd rather just take a colorless card, stay open. Oh wow, okay, Departed Deckhand. Yeah, well, I'm not passing that. There's also, so it seems that red might be open, blue might be open, but no, Departed Deckhand is just amazing. Best blue uncommon, I think. It's one of the best blue cards for limited period. I mean, it's better than many of the blue rares. It's not better than Patient Rebuild, but probably on average is better than like One with the Machine, for example. That's a rare that's very situational. It works great off Meteor Golem. Draw 7. Let's see. I'm not crazy about Druid of Horns. I think I'm just going to take a removal spell. I mean, I could also just take a Colossal Dreadmaw. I have a Druid. I think Colossal Dreadmaw is pretty good. But, I mean, Dwindle's also okay. And again, I'd rather keep cutting blue with an Exclusion Mage and a Departed Deckhand. I think it's more valuable to just kind of cut blue here and stay open. So I'm not missing much by passing a Colossal Dreadmaw. But it's more, but at this stage, I mean, it's more likely to Dwindle makes our deck versus Colossal Dreadmaw. I mean, we passed a few decent green cards, like we passed Reclamation Sage, we passed Rabbit Bite. So I'm not sure exactly how open green is going to be. You like me a Daggerback? I'm going to take a Daggerback in case that Declare Dominance wheels. It's a good enough card to take here. It's like a green removal spell. It stops a lot of things. Works with Rabbit Bite. Interesting. Okay, I think now I'll take a Metamorphic Alteration. I mean, if this is going like pick 6, then I don't mind this card. It's very versatile because you can cast it on your creatures to make them better, or you can cast it on your opponent's creatures to make them worse. So, given the versatility of this card, it's pretty good. I mean, you can even copy a Sky Scanner. Oh no, that wouldn't work because the creature's not entering, the enchantment's entering. No, that wouldn't work. Interesting. So now Enigma Drake is open. No, I think we have to take Enigma Drake. Come on. We don't have any instance in sorceries. But we can fix that. I mean, it's a good enough card. I may or may not end up playing it, but I mean, we didn't see much red, so it doesn't mean just because we get an Enigma Drake does not mean that red is open. So now it's between a Divination and an Arcane Encyclopedia. I think I'm going to go with the Divination. Gearsmith Guardian is also good, but it's better in white-blue, whereas Divination is exactly what we want if we do end up doing something with Enigma Drake. Aether Tunnel. I want to take Aether Tunnel in case we get the Vine Mare. Man, I can't believe Bogger Brooch has no business wheeling. Maybe we are going to be just blue-red. Solarian Scholar. Sure. So, I mean, this lets me send a message that I'm not white. I think it's pretty clear I'm not white, but just in case. So, I mean, now this draft turned interesting because if I see some good red, or if I see some components for the blue-red spells deck, or even if I open another Enigma Drake, I might just go for it. I mean, Metamorphic Cultivation to copy like a jacked up Enigma Drake, that's surely something. Yeah, I mean, this is a really stacked pack. I have no idea what I'm supposed to take. Am I just supposed to take Dragon's Sword? Shock. Spit Flame. All right, we're going to try to do the spells deck. Spit Flame's good. I might pick up a few dragons in red. Let's give it a chance. Like I said, if I open like a good red card. So another Divination. Okay. Could consider splashing a Psychic Symbiont, but I'd rather try to stay on synergy here. Yeah, could you just also take an own speaker? Nah, I like Divinations. After playing a lot of drafts online, I've come to really like Divination. So now in terms of cards that I'm looking for, another Enigma Drake, Banefire would be amazing, but it's not going to go third pick. Another Spitflame. So just we're doing all 3 drops and like kick-ass spells. Man, we really need to prioritize dragons now. This guy's a Drake, this guy's a Drake. They're like almost dragons, which ain't gonna cut it. I think Dwindle probably no. I'm not ready to cut the green just yet because red may or may not happen. So no dragons. Inferno Healing is not really for this deck. I guess I'm supposed to take Gearsmith Guardian or Totally Lost. I mean, 5 for 5/5. It's pretty good. And then when Drake counts, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna take this guy. He's good enough. 3rd Divination. Sea Serpent. Pyromancer. How many Divinations is too many? 9 creatures. All right, let's just do it. So 3 Divinations, like Psychic Corrosion becomes something, again, I get sucked into. Oh, sweet. This is an awesome card for this. All right, we're definitely doing spells now. I mean, if we're getting a Bone to Ash this late, that's a gift. So if we're divinating and boning to Ash, it's pretty good. So I do want some bounce. I wouldn't mind a cheap counterspell. Dragon's Horde is also very good. taking an overskilled animator over Thud. It's just it's a versatile card. It's like it's a better Manolith. We should be able to pick up one Spark Tongue Dragon, which would be great because we have 2 Spit Flames. This deck doesn't really want Trumpet Blast. It may want a Scholar of Stars. Or we may want to splash Macabre Waltz. So right now, in terms of artifacts, I have Gearsmith, Guardian, Dragon's Hoard, and Skyscanner. It's really not enough. But if we can get the Aviation Pioneer and maybe 1 or 2 other artifacts, maybe we can make room for it. Yeah, I'll take like almost last pick shock, sure. All right, so we can kill the green now. Green's not happening. Maybe if we get a couple of thuds. Yeah, I'll take another one of these. All right, I mean, this deck is actually coming together nicely. Hellion. How can I abuse this with like red, blue? I really can't, can I? Just gonna take a Sure Strike. All right. All right, well, we got a plan. Enigma Drake's looking good. Actually, so, I mean, right now, I would not mind. I know, I mean, we have to take, jeez, Lightning Strike and Spark Tongue Dragon. Ah, so difficult. I think with 2 Spit Flames and a Dragon's Hoard, don't I almost have to take Spark Tongue Dragon over Lightning Strike? I think I do. It's just too much synergy to pass up. Like I would need triple red. What does this cost? It costs 1 red to bring back Dragon's Hoard. Nah, jeez. Something. I mean, nah, I gotta take Dragon. I gotta take this Dragon. Not exactly sure how correct that is, but it feels like the right choice. So I can take one with the machine with 2 Gearsmith Guardians. Maybe I can play something like this. There he is. There he is. Did somebody say Meteor Golem into 1 with the machine? All right, get in here. Get in here. Horizon Scholar over Essence Scatter. That's a yes. We got a deck. We're going to need to make cuts. Maybe 1 Divination, Aether Tunnel. We may not. I think Scholar of Stars is questionable. Volcanic Dragon. That is a dragon to trigger our dragon synergies, and that's a late Volcanic Dragon. We're not passing that. All of a sudden, Metamorphic Alteration kind of got better. But it's actually a non-bow with departed deckhand, so it's like 1 less creature I can target. I think I cut it. It's not an instant or sorcery, and I already have 23 cards. I think Boggart Brute goes, Active Treason goes. I mean, we're like really choosy. We can be really choosy with this deck, which is kind of cool. I like that. So Aven Windmage is something that this deck wants. I think it's probably more important than a second shock. Is there any black that there's no black that I want to splash? I think Smelt's a decent sideboard card. I mean, but Uncomfortable Shell, actually, this card's really good. It's good in the, I mean, I have some creatures, so I'm just going to take Uncomfortable Shell. And I will main deck this card. It's, you know, I was listening to a recent Limited Resources podcast, and they realized, they said that this card was underrated initially. So, and I tend to agree with them. Omen Speak or Arcane Encyclopedia? I guess we need to make room for Arcane Encyclopedia. Because it's an artifact, it works with, I mean, the Omen Speaker, it works with the 2 Gearsmith Guardians. Arcane Encyclopedia works with Scholar of Stars. So this really comes down to how important is a 1/3 blocker for me. You know, I think it's actually pretty important. I think you want at least like 1 Omen Speaker in your decks. I think that's reasonable. All right, let's do an artifact count and see if Scholar of Stars can make the cut. So what do I have in terms of early artifacts? I have Skyscanner, Dragon's Hoard. So it's 2 cards before I can hit this on my as my 4-drop. I don't think that's happening. I could get a few more artifacts. Potentially. Well, there's one artifact. Yeah, why not? I'm not sure what I cut though to make room for this. I'm not cutting. Sure Strike maybe? Yeah, maybe Sure Strike. Ooh, Disperse to bounce Meteor Golem to bounce my Exclusion Mage. Alright, that's definitely better in my deck instead of a Sure Strike. And let me abuse Double Cast. Let's see. Theoretically, we can abuse it with the machine, and we're just discarding a ton of cards. Spit Flame, maybe it works with Spit Flame. I would need 3 red mana, but it's pretty sick if you can double cast Spit Flame. Cancel is mediocre. I don't think I'm going to start it. Well, this is a good sideboard card. I mean, we have a deck. We're predominantly blue, but we have Dragon's Hoard to help us with our mana fixing. I think Disperse is a very important card for this deck because you can abuse Meteor Golem with Disperse. You can abuse Spark Tongue Dragon with Disperse. Like end of your turn, you can bounce this to your hand. You know, kill something with 3 toughness. It gives you versatility. Enigma Drake is really good. So cards that I would like to make room for in my deck, but I can't. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2 Scholar Stars. I mean, I'm drawing. I have 2 Divinations. I'm comfortable chill for card draw. Skyscanner for card draw. Bone to Ash for card draw. Horizon Scholar's kind of like card draw. Do I really need to take out 2 good cards? Like what would I cut? Like even Wind Mage and Omen Spear. I don't think I want to cut anything. Question is, do I really want Marauder's Axe in here? I don't think it's necessary. I think this is good as it is. So let's say 13 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 instants and sorceries. What other instants and sorceries would I want to make room for? Maybe a cancel, maybe a 3rd divination. Double cast, I think, is going to be awkward. All right, I need a minute and then we'll jump in. Okay, so I mean, the one thing I was debating was between like a Snapping Drake and a Scholar of Stars. I mean, if I'm playing Enigma Drake and Snapping Drake, I almost want to try to force make room for a Marauder's Axe. So maybe we can do something like this and then find 1 more card to take out. Maybe like Uncomfortable Chill. It's mediocre. It's not good against double decks. I think this is better because we also want, decent creature count for Gearsmith Guardian. Skyscanner, Marauder's Axe, even Wind Mage, Marauder's Axe, Enigma Drake, Marauder's Axe, Volcanic Dragon, Marauder's Axe, Horizon Scholar. Yeah, Marauder's Axe I think is actually pretty good. And Scholar of Stars, it increases the possibility that we can draw a card. Leverages our artifact, makes this a decent top deck if we have an artifact on the floor, on the battlefield. So I think this is a better combination. Okay, took a while. I guess it's good when it happens because if you're really forced to think about your decision in building a deck, that means that you drafted well. If you have a lot of good cards to choose from, it's not necessarily, it's a good thing. So 10-7, I think 10-7 is right. I have double divination. I have Omen Speakers. I want to make sure I have blue in my opening hand. I do have shock, but shock's not really that important. I have things to do early. I can block. I mean, Enigma Drake is a wall by itself. exclusion age bounces, spit flame is removal, so it should be okay. As long as I draw red by like turn 3, that should be fine. And I think this deck is like 50-50 for 3-0. It's got a lot of things going for it. So in terms of things we want to print screen is one with the machine off Meteor Golem, disperse Meteor Golem, and I think that's about it. Maybe something crazy like divination to divination. And I guess, yeah, we want to do some combos with Spark-Tongue Dragon. So do I want to play first? Don't think I want to play first with this deck. I think I want to draw first. Smaller than this, much better. So that goes to the bottom. Turn 1. Okay. Two cards on top. Okay. Pass the turn. Take 1. Okay, so that's something we can bounce. We can shock it, but I'd rather just bounce it. This is actually good because if he has an enchantment, he's not going to get to draw a card. And I can also set up shock on the 2/2 if he tries to cast an enchantment on him next turn. So now I have an incentive. I hope I draw an island, and that way I can keep up both Bone to Ash and shock. But we could potentially set up for kind of a little blowout here. So we're just going to pass the turn, see what our opponent does. So I mean, I'm covered like from all angles here. Okay, so if he's gonna copy the Satyr Enchanter, I'm gonna kill it and with shock. Interesting. Actually, I don't think it's gonna work. Is it? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work because like it enters the battlefield and then this ability goes on the stack. And then all right, let me double check something. Okay, this is why I have support. There are two places where you have priority. One right now when the air mirror is on the stack, or later when mirror image is already a Satyr Enchanter. There's no opportunity to shock the Satyr Enchanter to kill the image once the image is already chosen to copy. So if my opponent didn't have any creatures on the battlefield, I could blast this. If I blast Satyr Enchanter now, then mirror image is forced to copy on speakers. The best thing to do is just to Bone to Ash. This way I draw a card, opponent does nothing. And is this an enchantment? I presume. Could be that +1/+1 trample. Yeah. All right, he draws a card. That's pretty good. And he's going to get him for 3 because I can't block. Next turn, we can start the volcanic. No, we can go Gearsmith Guardian and have a 5/5 blocker. And then the turn after that, if we draw another land, we can start going off with Volcanic Dragon. All right, so I'm just going to play Gearsmith Guardian and pass. So 1 with the machine is a good draw here. I can draw 5. Pretty thick. Dreadmaw. Dreadmaw. Oh no. All right, well, I have to take 10 here. So I guess disperse is an out. Not get dispersed. So let's see. Volcanic Dragons, it's 9. I can throw everything I have in front of it. And, yeah, I guess that'll work. 5/5, so it's 11. Kill 2 of my things. Seems like what we think. Only if he's got any board interaction, like any pump spell, anything, that was just dead. So I guess it was probably more important to keep up shock there, but we had no idea of knowing that this is what our opponent had. I'm gonna, yes, I was gonna say rapid bite. How do I stay alive? I need to double block just to stay alive. All right, never mind. All right, let's go to game 2. So I need bounce. So bounce is a priority. What can bounce things? I don't think dwindle's what we want. Maybe it's what we want. It deals with, actually, no, dwindle's good because it deals with the +7/+7. It negates that for 3 mana, almost all of it. Nation Wall Mist. Yeah, this wouldn't work because it wouldn't copy like the enchantments that bonus creature has. Actually, Daggerback Basilisk is good, but not going to happen. Active Treason is something, but by itself it's not good enough. Even if we steal an opponent's 10/10 for 1 turn, it doesn't guarantee that we're going to win. All right, so Dwindle's coming in. Now, what do we take out? Man, I like all these cards. Maybe this color. Yeah, let's try like this. Now we'll play first. Yep, this is good. Spark Tongue returning Spitfire could definitely be value. Volcanic Dragon returning Spitflame could also be value. You know, now that I think of it, I mean, when you're being asked to play this like off curve, kind of a significant cost. Like, wouldn't you just rather play Volcanic Dragon on turn 6 rather than on turn 7? Am I gonna get counterspelled? Oh no. That's not the worst. A bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not the worst. Spitflame target, sure, yes, I definitely want to Spitflame that, but not now. I'm gonna, well, actually, targets, yeah. So I'm gonna Spitflame this now because if I do it after he's cast the enchantment, then he still gets a 3/3. So we need to just get this off the board now. Another mountain is reasonable because then we can go like Divination Murders Axe next turn, and then if we find another mountain, we can Spark Tongue Dragon returning Dragon Flame. So let's first go Divination. Draw some cards. All right, cool. Let's go on Marauder's Axe. We didn't find our mountain. We can still draw it. Enigma Drake is now 2/4. We got options. I need to save Exclusion Mage for when my opponent plays his big enchantments. So let's hope this resolves. No more Essence Scatters. Yeah, I'm not going to bring it back. I just want to start bashing. Because like with Marauder's Axe, it's a very fast block. Yeah, no problem. I can raise that right now. Easily raise that. Still no mountains. So the play is definitely equip Marauder's Axe, and then I'm going to have 5 mana left over for Gearsmith Guardian. I'm down for that. Now, Sparkdown Dragon can also deal 3 to any target. So with that, I have lethal next turn. I guess if I find another instant or sorcery, I'll need 2 instants or sorceries, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that would work. All right, let's just be mana efficient and go Gearsmith Guardian. 3/5, but it can block Frilled Sea Serpent. Not that I need to block it, but it can attack as a 5/5 with Exclusion Mage next turn. That's acceptable. Probably no attack, I imagine. All right, that's strong. That's strong. So this thing can dash for 4 with Marauder's Axe. 7. So I can go Gearsmith Guardian in the party deckhand and have a 5/5. All right. I'm going to try to just outvalue my opponent, possibly. Maybe we'll see the 6 mana enchantment here, and he'll try to do a ton of damage with Frilled Sea Serpent, but or he may just cast it and keep it back as a blocker, which probably would make sense because the part of the deckhand can give this unblockable. So I think we're going to see the +7/+7 on Exclusion Mage, maybe. Let's see what he does. I think he's going to try to play it now. I have a feeling. Oh, Knightly Valor. All right, well, I was close. I was close. And he's going to pass the turn, most likely. Oh, Vigilance. Sure. Do your thing. Oh, yeah, I guess Meteor Golem is just better here. So first, let's Meteor Golem first, getting rid of Frilled Sea Serpent. And then we can attack with both, kind of forcing a block. That was a sick draw. Yeah, I'm going to attack with both. Takes it. All right, that's aggressive. Like, what could get me here? Yeah, nothing. All right, pretty good, pretty good. Anything we want to change? Anything we want to cancel? And cancel does deal with the +7/+7. That could be one way of dealing with it. What do I take out though? Maybe cancel is just better in this matchup. Yeah, I took out my what do you call it? The Horizon, not the Horizon Scholar, the 3/2 that draws me a card. So that makes it so that there's less need for another artifact in my deck. Part of deckhand is pretty good on curve. Might run into a counter spell, but that's okay. So there's a risk we get flooded. Sure. If my opponent's missing land drops, then that's pretty good. Ooh, should we just go Dragon Horde first to ramp potentially? I think that's better. I think what Drake's not doing anyway, and I'm playing around another Essence Scatter if my opponent has it. But this gives me more choices. There's no point in having an 0-4. Yep, here we go. Exactly why we play Dragon Port, because next turn this thing starts bashing for 5. And resolves. No problem. Feel terrible for my opponent, but you know what? His deck is pretty darn good. So I'll take it any way I can get it. All right. Well, I mean, our opponent doesn't know that we have all lands, so our situation's not like phenomenal or anything like that. But if he's taking 5 a turn, I'm okay with that. Geez, turn 8, still no land. Divination, one with the machine. Oh, sick. Draw 5. Yeah. Oh. So I've canceled. All right. I mean, now it's just games. So, and I can start attacking with the Demon Drake. Yeah. Just cancel whatever he plays if he uses his land drop, and that should make it very difficult to come back. We could have also like divination now, but I think this is better because this makes it almost impossible to come back. Hey, that's why we bought in the cancel on like Dragon's Horde. Dragon's Horde lives, and we just avoided a 2-for-1. Pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. And Volcanic Dragon with haste. I get to draw a card off the counter. And all right. This was kind of a one-sided match, not really something to be proud of. I mean, we did draw really well, like drawing 5, refilling your hand. It's pretty darn good. All right, let's go to game 2. Yeah, I'm gonna hide my embarrassing 1 trophy stat. Honestly, like I haven't been playing a lot. I usually play way more, but I've been focusing on some other things and still trying to. But I still try to deliver some content. What? Your something is out of date? What do you mean? You just installed an upgrade on my computer. No upgrade first. Oh, this is great. By the way, you can totally equip Marauder's Axe on deckhand and it's not going to die. It's an issue only when you try to target it with a spell, not when you equip it. So 4 turn is pretty strong if my opponent doesn't have a way of dealing with a little spirit creature. Divination would be a great draw. Mountain, I guess the only bad draw is like another island. Definitely don't need any more islands. Oh boy, scary start. All right, against red white, I'm just gonna block the party deckhand. This deck is capable of doing so much damage so fast. That's actually a good draw. All right, get out there and block. If we can, like against the red white deck, typically all we need to do is just survive. Because if we can do that, our deck has so many ways of grinding out a game with card draw, with like weird recursion effects with Meteor Golem Disperse or drawing 5 off one with the machine or 7 in our case with Meteor Golem. So I mean we got tricks for days. We just need to make sure we don't die. insta trade. Like, it's clear that we're trading a much better creature for a much worse creature, but given the deck that we're playing against, honestly, like, this is a complete mistake. He should have just cast Mighty Leap on my creature and got in for 2. Like, why would you do that? I don't understand. It doesn't really make sense. So Enigma Drake is, I think, the better play here. I don't want to bounce 2-drop with Exclusion Mage, especially if it has an Enter the Battlefield ability. The blocking. If he wants to use more combat tricks, then sure. Enigma Drake is far from like my only win con. No problem. My multiple spit flames are pretty good against this opponent. So I have some options. He's missing land drops. So it's really between like playing Marauder's Axe for no effect or keeping up Spit Flame to kill something that you can play. Maybe even just Pyromancer if I want. I'm just gonna pass. Let's see what he does. If all he's doing is attacking, I'm gonna take 2. I'd rather kill. Well, maybe that's not right because I can bounce whatever he plays. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna cast Spit Flame on this guy. I don't want to. Go away. Okay. Nothing, huh? All right, well, I'm just going to play Marauder's Axe and pass. And by the way, I mean, it's non-land permanent, so Meteor Golem can't destroy one of his lands. Okay, so still passing with 4 mana. Maybe he has some sort of board wipe. Not clear. Not clear what he's doing. Okay, keeping a Bone to Ash is actually pretty good. Happy to do that. He's got to cast a creature at some point, right? If we get a 5-drop here, that would be pretty sick. And I'm 1 away from Meteor Golem. Oh, yes. Pretty sick. It's a good draw. We can play and equip it right away. Ooh, can't cast that. So we have 6 more mountains and 25 cards. So it's like 1 in 4 chance every turn, give or take. But like, you should also count like dragon hordes, divinations, plenty of things that help you draw cards. Even a scholar here is not terrible. All right, I mean, we can Meteor Golem that or bounce it. I'm not even sure what's better. Maybe it's better to like save Meteor Golem for something more threatening, but it's also good to be mana efficient, I guess. Yeah, I think this is better. Pretty good. I mean, for 7, you get a 3/3 and you kill a 5-drop. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, like with an Exclusion Mage in hand, this pretty much guarantees that the opponent takes a total of 4, 8, 11 damage in 2 turns. It's pretty good because, I mean, with Volcanic Dragon, that's a 2-turn block right there. Even if he plays like a wall that I can't play around. Never mind, because this guy also has flying. Yeah, I mean, it's a really difficult spot for an opponent here. Bone to Ash was, drawing this was clutch. That's, I think, what basically won us the game. I mean, we would still be in good shape. So, like, what would happen? So you would have, like, a volley veteran, so you could trade for maybe a Meteor Golem. Meteor Golem would still kill Siegebreaker, and then I guess we'd still be ahead. Okay, that's fine. Is that it? Is that it? Okay, that's pretty strong. But now we can do Volcanic Dragon and equip it, and it's pretty good. No, we can't do it. This changes the clock from like a 4-turn clock to a 3-turn clock, so it's pretty strong. Let's see what opponent does. 6 mana. Okay, Goblin Trashmaster. So I guess he can sacrifice Goblin Trashmaster to its own ability to destroy my Marauder's Axe, so maybe that's one reason not to play Exclusion Mage. So I think I'm just going to attack here. I'm not going to do anything. He needs to find a way of dealing with my dragon, and if he wants to sack the Trashmaster to give himself an extra turn, that's perfectly fine. And then if he plays a flyer to block, then I can just Exclusion Mage and I don't need to play it now. Yeah, you know, like this actually makes sense because this buys him another turn. Like if he's got nothing else going for him, then this play makes perfect sense. Just think of this card as like a very expensive smelt. Okay. I really don't need to play Exclusion Mage on this. I'm gonna keep getting in there. Like the reason to not play Exclusion Major is because there's no way that he can deal 18 damage in one turn. It's just not possible. Even if he has some crazy combo like Heroic Reinforcements and Trumpet Blast, it's still not enough. Right? So it'll be Heroic Reinforcements of 4. Actually, let me double check that. So you'd have 3 attacking creatures with 4 power each. So it's 8 and 5 till 9 wouldn't be enough. So how can I slow things down against red-white? Definitely not Metamorphic Cultivation. That's like the worst card you can sideboard against the deck our opponent is playing. Uncomfortable Chill is a card I do like to have in my sideboard. Probably gonna hate on Scholar of Stars again. I don't know why. Like, it's definitely not the worst card in my deck. I don't think so. How good is a Shock against them? I guess pretty good. Stops a lot of the early stuff. We can even consider like a Tolarian Scholar, for example. 2/3 punishes them, but all my 3-drops are so much better. So anything else? Do I have any 2-drops? I have like a Wall of Mist I could consider playing, but it doesn't seem good because I mean Stag taps things down, so it's not, and it makes it harder for me to block. Yeah, like Wall of Mist is not good against Stag because like if you have 2/3s, at least you can kill Stag. But if you have a Wall of Mist, he's going to tap your creature that can't trade, and he's just going to get extra damage. And Marauder's Axe is a bit of a number with Spit Flame because you usually like you have mana for one of those, but not both. Maybe we take out Axe. With another creature? Maybe I think that's more important. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird that we're taking out an accent putting in Scholar of Stars. Maybe for that reason we're better off playing like even Snapping Drake. Their opponent seems pretty weak to flags. Let's try like this. We have 10 islands. We're going to find an island. And we're on the draw, so. Spit Flame is basically what makes this hand keepable to deal with some early threats. Lost to 6. Card on bottom. Turn 1 Rustwing Falcon is actually very scary when you're playing against a red-white deck. Like, if they top deck, this is pretty darn bad. But when you play this on turn 1, this changes the clock significantly, especially if he's curving out. Yeah, like that is frightening. So if I don't find an island here, next turn I'm going to, I found an island, I was going to say next turn I'm going to 14. All right, so let's see what Owen Speaker gets me. One with the machine is going to be really good later because when we have Meteor Golem. I mean, we definitely don't want the island put on the bottom. You know what? I'd rather just like find some action, some ways of like one with the machine there would just be overkill. Like if I can survive to the late game, I'm not gonna need to draw a gazillion cards. I have other ways of drawing cards. So I'd rather just have a creature here to make sure that I can block and live. So I'm kind of incentivized to use Spit Flame here. I hope he casts the Stag, because that's a really good target for it. Because then because I have four mountains, so I can bring Spit Flame back. Play the stack, play the stack, do it, do it. Oh no. So, we just disperse one of the tokens. I think, yeah, let's just do that. I need to slow things down. He's down to 2 cards, so I just need to. He still can't attack with both of these because I got a blocker. So, this is not too bad. Lonely Omen Speaker holding down the fort. All right, that's good. Play the stack. Play the stack. Come on. Come on. Nothing. And now I definitely need to use Spit Flame this turn on something to get value from Sparked-on Dragon bringing me back. Okay. That's not a concern. Well, I think this is kind of a sad use of Spit Flame, but I need to get something going, so I'm definitely using it there. So, got to be careful not to tap the mountain. So that's a no. That is a yes. Like, as good as this purse is with Meteor Golem, and as good as One with the Machine is with Meteor Golem, like, the card I die to is Heroic Reinforcement. So I have every, like, interest in the book to make sure that I can just survive. Like, my goal is to stabilize, maintain my life total, and start getting advantage. Like, yeah, instant trading here with Spark Tongue Dragon. Depends what he attacks with, but if that's what he's doing, yeah, no brainer. Oh, no, don't want to do that. It's a perfectly acceptable trade. I'm actually going to play Wind Mage and keep up Spitflame. Can I play everything? No, I'm 1 mana short right now. So I'm going to play Wind Mage, and I'm going to keep up Spitflame. So potentially this could lead to some advantages for me, because even when Wind Mage has prowess, so he would become a 3/3. I mean, my opponent knows I have it. He's not going to play into it. But, I mean, this makes sure that I can keep the board stable for a turn, working my way up to Meteor Golem, which again I'm going to save for something good. Because as soon as I start drawing divinations, I mean, I just win basically, and I don't want to waste a good spell on a situation where there's nothing threatening me. So just playing this. So I'm going to play the island too. Why not? Pass. Am I getting a little bit flooded? Like, I'm getting a little bit flooded, but I'm really not complaining because my situation is pretty darn good. I cannot complain. I can even start getting in with Departed Deckhand next turn. Like, my deck is a really bad matchup for my opponent because I have ways of stopping early stuff. And this red-white deck, I mean, unless he's got some like really, really good bomb, it really fizzles out very quickly, and then it's just mediocre. And of course, if he's got like a Latless, I mean, even then I could kill it with Meteor Golem, right? But Latless is, I guess, scary. It's always a scary card. Okay, so you played the stagger. You're gonna give it haste and try to attack. Like, he's so hesitant to play it too, knowing that I have Spitflame. But hey, what can you do? Okay. So let's go to begin combat. And come on, buddy. Pass priority. Not sure what my opponent's doing. Is he trying to psych me out to get a hit in? All right, there we go. So frustrating. Like, he knows what I'm going to do, but he still has no choice but to play into it. I guess he could have just passed. Like, there's really no need to tap Goblin Motivator because it's not like I'm going to let this happen. Just going to attack with Departed Deckhand. Meteor Golem is worth more to me in my hand right now. Because as it stands, my opponent cannot win. And statistically speaking, like, our top deck's probably better than his top decks. So if you top decks an Angel of Dawn, yeah, it could be kind of annoying here, but Siegebreaker Giant is not, that's such a like much better target. He's going to give it haste and he's going to get in for quite a bit, I would imagine. I could just double block with even Wind Mage and Omen Speaker, but I don't think I want to do that. He's trying to set up for a better turn. Wow, turn's not going to come. So even if he's got that indestructible card, he doesn't have the third mana to cast it. The one that says all your creatures get indestructible. And again, just getting in with the part of deck hand. Wind Mage keeps back the Rustling Falcon. What? No, it's got to be a spell. It's not how it works. Yeah, like Divination is probably the last card my opponent wants to see right now. Yeah, and like even if he draws Trumpet Blast here, right, which is something that this deck wants to play, really doesn't do much, right? All right, let's divinate. And what do we get? All right, 2 islands. Do I want to attack with even Wind Mage? So what happens if I deal 5 here? No, I don't mind. I don't mind. So let's stack with these two. I think getting in for 5 is significant. It's important here. Puts more pressure on our opponent. We're not really under threat. And he probably can't even attack with Rustling Falcon anymore because then now he's kind of, his back is to the wall. And if he attacks with Rustling Falcon, then I can start getting in with Meteor Golem without having to pay the ability on the part of deck hand. All right. I guess if he's done blocking with it, maybe the attack maybe makes sense. All right, I mean, now I kind of wish I didn't bottom one with the machine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Although I probably would kill the departed deckhand, to be honest. All right, now I'm definitely getting flooded. So I think, again, I'm just getting in with departed deckhand. I want to take things easy. I think it would be very risky attacking the Meteor Golem here. I mean, I could give him unblockable, but I need to make sure I can survive heroic reinforcements, because now he's got enough to play like heroic reinforcements and the random 2-drop, maybe even a 3-drop. Yeah, he can play heroic reinforcements in a 3-drop, and that could be the difference between lethal or not lethal. I mean, if it sounds like I'm, looking at the worst case scenario every time I'm up against a decision, that's exactly what I'm doing, because like one of the things that's changed the more I play is, I guess you could say, like, I become more paranoid. All right, so he just wants to kill my 2/2. Yeah, that makes sense. This is decent. I guess I do want to attack with Meteor Golem, right? Like, the thing is, if he wants to trade both, like, we just got a combat trick out of his hand, right? We know he was sandbagging this. If he wants to double block, I'm happy getting 2 creatures off the board, or getting 3 damage in. Because that means that next turn my opponent has to chump just to live. The 5/5 is also outside of the range of like electrifying. So with white-red, very difficult for him to kill this. I guess Hieromancer's Cage does it, but then he doesn't have enough mana to do too many more shenanigans. I'm just going to attack with these two. So this is lethal, so he has to jump. Maybe they'll block. Okay, like that. All right, so now heroic reinforcements doesn't kill me, even if he has another creature in hand. Because with Bone to Ash now, it's just we pretty much have this thing locked down. Yeah. All right, on to the finals. So it's been working on us for so far. So we know we do not want to play first with this deck. We want to draw first every time. Very good hand with Sky Scanner. It's a keep. We also have Spit Flame into Spark Tongue, but we would need 3 mounts to make that happen. All right, first is not really a good draw here. Oof. All right, so we're definitely going Omen Speaker now. I'm going to use Spit Flame on this first opportunity. This card can just win the game. So if any lands I see, I'm keeping on top. This is not where this is definitely not where you want to be greedy. So first island on top. Yeah, no, I want both of them. I definitely want both of them. Sure. You know what? I'm just going to immediately Spit Flame it because maybe my opponent will be so surprised that he'll forget to use the ability. Die. Please die. Don't tap it. Just F6. No. Let's see. All right, so whiffed. But I'm like not sad using Spit Flame on Green Seeker at all because like one of the reasons to use it, like let's say like with a Green Seeker in hand, my opponent thought it would make more sense to like keep a 2 or 3 3-card hand. So. All right, so no attacks. What's the play here? I guess we go the part of deckhand keeping up. Disperse for either the mummy or the zombie. Yeah, that sounds good. So if he attacks, I'm going to double block 2-headed zombie, and then if he has any shenanigans, I can disperse, and that way, only one of my creatures dies. Okay. So let's go. Actually, disperse is really good against black because it plays around abnormal endurance or abnormal strength. So the creature would have to die for that benefit to trigger. And Disperse doesn't kill the creature, it just returns it to opponent's hand. Yeah, we're going to disperse that. That's the third card. So I guess the game plan is we need to get to Meteor Golem like ASAP. Now that's a 4/5. More lands, and then we can meteor golem to our heart's content. Sure, replay it. Probably no attacks. Really? Okay, sure. Still think it's much better to play even one mage because Spark Tongue Dragon doesn't really do anything here, and then like I'm much better off just using the ability to deal 3 to any target, which I can do. Maybe like actually the optimal play, the optimal thing that could happen right now is sure, I don't care about that. Like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I draw a mountain and I meteor golem, and then no, I need 9 mana for that. Like I was gonna say, if I have enough mana to both use this deal 3 ability and get split flame, that would be pretty sick. So hoping for a land here for meteor golem. All right, we got it. We got it. And you know what? I'm gonna attack for 1 because why not? Black, green doesn't really have anything. What's hasty? So how about that? Yeah. All right, this thing kills meteor golem, but at least I can still block. No, I'm just gonna pass. Again, I don't know what my opponent's trying to do. Maybe he could have like macabre waltz, which would be not terrible, but like yeah, like having to deal with visual and bailout again is pretty annoying. So this makes it so that my ability off Spark Tongue Dragon makes him draw a card. Activates the ability. It's not really an ability, right? No, it's part of, I guess it's part of the Enter the Battlefield effect. So, okay. Let's just bring back Spitflame. Let me just pass. Yeah, I want to start attacking because like he can't attack with Reclamation Sage. And for any shenanigans that Spitflame. I just realized, by the way, Runic Armasaur is a pretty good target for the +7/+7 enchantment. That's a good draw. And I will re-equip it because I could block Runic Armasaur and then Spitflame him. So I think this makes sense. I have a gazillion mana, so I really don't care about having to pay 2 next turn to re-equip it back. I'd rather have a 3/3 blocker. Okay, this doesn't really do anything right now for my opponent because he doesn't have any creatures with power 4 or greater. And if he does, I'm going to Spitflame it, most likely. Shock's also good. It's always good to have Shock. I mean, even if he finds a creature that I can't kill now, I'm not going to start drawing cards until next turn. So Okay, kind of a premature, I think, concession there. Reclamation Sage is really good against me. Maybe I want to cancel the deal with that. But Marauder's Axe is also really good, so what's my Scholar of Stars? Scholar of Stars doesn't really match up well against the 2/5. It's not a good card. We didn't see anything for Dwindle. Still think Metamorphic Alteration is not good. Like, we can bring in Metamorphic Alteration if my opponent's playing like Chromium, for example, or something I cannot beat. Then it's, that's a legit answer. That's a bomb answer, but it's not the card we want to main deck. All right, I think I'm okay with this. So we're one away from second trophy. It really is frustrating that I've had so many like 2-in-1 games. It's ridiculous. This is kind of a risky keep. I want to mulligan this. This is actually much better. Omen Speaker, yeah. Omen Speaker fixes everything. Look, if I get flooded, I get flooded. There's nothing I can do about that. But Cry 2. Again, my opponent's not playing counterspell, so it's nothing I can get blown out. This Cry 2 is really important. I actually hope it's both lands so I can increase, thin my deck. So the best two cards you want to see are actually two lands in a situation like this. And there's one land, so let's put that on the bottom and definitely put a Divination on top. All right, now we're set. Now we're cruising. Sure. Problem. I guess it's the green Divination, right? Let's see what we get. All right, all right. Actually, both very good draws. I'm not going to attack. Again, I'm better off just. No, it's too bad I couldn't cancel that one. But I guess I can. I can block it with Omen Speaker and Spit Flame. I think that's better because I want to get it back with Spark-Tongue Dragon anyway. Like, next turn, I'll keep up a cancel, and then when I have 6 mana, I'll get it back. So. If he's got a trick, I mean, if he's got some way to save it, so be it. I mean, I could take 5 here, and then maybe I can nail something with a cancel. Like, if he's got like a 6 drop, then maybe I'm better off taking 5. This is like pure speculation, but nothing. So he doesn't want to play into it. Okay. All right. This turn, I definitely need to Spit Flame because then I'm not going to get any value off Spark Tongue. But actually, now this is really cool because I can Spark Tongue bring back Spit Flame, and then Volcanic Dragon bring back Spit Flame. So that's actually really strong. We need to kind of cross our fingers here. I'm going to deal 4 at the end of my opponent's turn. Like, there's no reason to do it now. The damage stays until end of turn. Maybe he taps out. All right, now we Spit Flame. All right, excellent. Excellent. So let's go Spartan Dragon, bring back Spitflame. By the way, when you have these simultaneous effects stack, this is really an explanation for newer players. It's kind of the opposite. Like don't click on the effect that you want to respond to first. That's the rule. So it's always kind of the opposite of what the intuitive choice is. So let's say, for example, I wanted to, sure. Let's say, for example, I wanted to get the effect from Spartan Dragon first on the stack, then I would click on the effect from Spitflame first. This is annoying. I'm not gonna lie, that's annoying. It's gonna be difficult for me to deal with that. So I think we just go Volcanic Dragon and Slam. I'm not trying to raise, but like I'm not blocking with it anyway. I have to take 8 damage here. But next turn we can Spitflame and block with Volcanic Dragon. So maybe it was worth keeping it back to prevent that 1 point of damage, but I don't think so. I mean, if I get killed here, then I get killed. So let's see, I have 5, 8, I have 9. So that means that I want to keep up a cancel for sure and Spitflame. So it's just going to pass priority here. I mean, now this is a much better situation because like I can guarantee kill Gasbark Twins unless he like tries to put some enchantment on it right now and has a combat trick. But as it stands, yeah. Okay, so let's block. I mean, he knows I have a Spitflame in hand, but he doesn't know I have a counterspell. So if he's playing right into it, then I'm happy. Yeah, definitely want to cancel this. So 1, 2, 3, cancel. End of opponent's turn. Spitflame. And now we have a 3/4 blocker, which needs to hold. This guy needs to hold. It's actually really important that he's a 3/4 because then, oh no, that's not what we wanted to see. Yeah, that's why our opponent is in the finals. Macabre Waltz is, like I said in game 1, like if my opponent has Macabre Waltz, that's basically like how I lose. Well, I'm not completely out of it yet. I can double block and go to 1, but I still need to deal with the zombies. Actually, this isn't bad because you can't kill both of them. No, he put it in his hand. All right, I'm done. I can see. So Counterspell definitely staying in because he's got some. My opponent's got some crazy 2-for-1s. So I want to Metamorphic Alterations to copy his big stuff. I think this is maybe the matchup where we bring it in. Yeah, like one. It's funny, like he can actually destroy Metamorphic Alteration with Reclamation Sage because it says, I think, like artifact or enchantment. Let me double check that. Yes, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So Uncomfortable Chill. So this gets like the Vigilant Bailout down to a 3/5. No, it's not a good way of dealing with it. I need something that reduces toughness, not power. Dwindle actually dwindles a decent card. Gotta do so dwindle, and I need to take something out now. Maybe like cut a divination. We just got look at this person. I don't think this person's very good against them. All right, let's go to this person. I like my card drawn because my deck wins with, I win if I can just start drawing cards. Oh, this is, I guess, acceptable. Again, only because I'm on the draw, like, can I keep a hand like this? Otherwise, you probably still keep it, but you just feel terrible about it. Like, you have 2 lands, you have access to both your mana, but you got a 6-drop, you got 2 5-drops, and it's a precarious situation for sure. I really hope to draw land. Ouch. Not a good target for Exclusion Mage. Oh god, that's exactly what I didn't want. Oh man. Well, I mean, given that my opponent's like drawing cards and stuff, I think I really have, not to be pessimistic, but I think I only have 1 chance to catch a land right now. Otherwise, I'm in a lot of trouble. Nope. I think odds of me winning now are like less than 20%, maybe less than 10%. Yeah, those odds just went down precipitously. That's so sad. Well, we did our best. I mean, I guess even with Mage. I think I just need to trade with Bloodletter, right? Take 1 from the center. Alternatively, I can block the center and then bounce the token with Mage. Maybe that's better. I can dwindle the Gasback twins. Man, if somehow I manage to win this, that would be absolutely ridiculous. But I think I'm just going to play Exclusion Mage, bouncing twins. I think that's my highest probability way to survive. If I get a land, no, not a land. No, I got to do it. God, I mean, if I somehow manage to win this, it'd be the most ridiculous win. I have no business winning this match, like none whatsoever. So he'll probably take out a divination, I'm guessing, or maybe a dragon sword. Yeah, divination, right? Wait, oh, dwindle. You got a dwindle. Oh no, that's the card I didn't want him to take out. You really want to get your 2/2, don't you? Sure, get your 2/2. So Skyscanner is not good because it's not trade with. Doesn't do anything. It just draws me a card, I guess. Nation. What am I looking for? I need to donate. I have to find an answer for Gasbark twins, and I have a higher probability of finding it with a divination rather than a Skyscanner. Man, that duress really got us. Like, if it wasn't for the rest, I think we could have won. God. You can attack with everything. Like, thing is, like, I'm supposed to. Oh God, forget it. It's lethal. Yeah, it's lethal. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did my best. I guess 2-1's not bad with making it to the finals. Let me just, yeah. So I mean, we got the 2 packs, whatever. Another 2-1. I'm not happy about it, but we'll get another 3-0 at some point. So see you next time.